Welcome the mayor, all of you. This is a monumental day for our group, our city, even to represent America really in this venture. So really the one who put the most work behind this and has done the most legwork is my father. So I want to introduce him and let him talk a little bit about the project. So this is without further ado, Phil Stefani.
Thank you. First, I want to get rid of the family business program. In a few hours, at 3:30 today at Old St. Pat's, the Old St. Pat's, the oldest public building left from the Chicago fire, my son is getting married. So a very big day for our family, and I'm excited about the next thing I'm going to tell you. The other announcement that I'm going to make, since I'll be kind of busy going back and forth to Italy, that going forward, this is our 45th year of doing restaurants, and it's time we pass the baton. So my son Anthony and my daughter Gina will now be running the organization. Very emotional time for me, but it's the right time. So the reason why we're here, and this is about family, because that's what brought me here, okay? It's about my staff. I get all the credit, but in the 45 years, my staff really made Stefani organization. I didn't make it, they did, but I got the credit for it. And for them, I want to publicly say thank you, because without them, I wouldn't be here. And probably the most important of all are the people from the city of Chicago, because they did make our restaurants. They filled them, and without them, again, this event that's going to happen next year will never have happened, okay? So this event is a collaboration between Chef Art Smith, who everybody knows from Chicago. He was Oprah's chef, he was Lady Gaga's chef, he was everybody's chef. And myself, we are opening a restaurant that you see up above called Borgo Laudato Si. It's in Castel Gandolfo. To understand it a little bit, this land goes back 2,000 years to the Emperor of Rome. This is where he ruled. And then 425 years ago, and we're a young nation, we're only in a couple of hundred years. 425 years, popes have moved in and held this place privately as their summer home. This is now going to be opened up to the public, okay? And Art and I will be running the exclusive restaurant and catering on this piece of 135 acres of land. The important thing is, for us in Art, is that we're going to showcase Chicago, and we're going to showcase it to our audience, and our audience is the entire world. So it's a big deal, Mayor. I mean, for me, it's personal. I'm a Catholic. It means obviously everything to me, but it goes back to giving back to a city who's given me everything, to my family, our livelihood, and so forth. So come April, Art and I are going to, as a matter of fact, the reason why Art is not here, he's in Rome right now, and they should be showing it shortly, but the Pope is making the official announcement there. I understand there's 500 people that were invited to the event at Borgo Laudato Si. This particular Pope has already announced that he doesn't want to use the place for his vacation. He wants to go there every day on his day off during the week, okay? It's only 16 miles from Rome. It's a place where he can go, take off his garments, be a simple person, walk the grounds, and enjoy. One point that I want to make clear also is that how this all started. This was 5 months ago when this was Pope Francis's vision to build this place, and it's all about sustainability. It's all about our food is going to come from the grounds. It's about helping migrants, that we're going to teach them our business, and then they're going to go out with on their resumes saying they worked at the Papal Palace and so forth, and they're going to go out to the community and get their jobs. So this is not about a business venture as far as I'm concerned. It has a lot of big magnitude, more magnitude than that. So come now in a few months, this will all happen. But going back to St. Francis, again, I am a Catholic. I do believe in faith and everything else. 5 months ago, Art Smith did a dinner there, and they wanted fried chicken. So he did it for 17 people. A few cardinals were invited, lay people, some nuns. And one of those people who ate that fried chicken was a kid who was born in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago. So did Pope Francis have some powers that we don't know about? I don't know. Also, a kid from Chicago was asked to do a restaurant with Art Smith. So we are totally excited about this event, and you'll hear about it in the days to come. But I'd like to now welcome my mayor to say a few words.
Wow, good morning, everyone. This is such an exciting day for the city of Chicago and, of course, our amazing restaurant industry. You know, Phil Stefani and Chef Art Smith are true Chicago legends. In fact, this collaboration is yet another striking and serendipitous win for our city. In fact, I want to congratulate you, Mr. Stefani, for your love and commitment to family and faith, and congratulations to Anthony and your sister. Well, I'm saying congratulations. I don't know how well you and your sister get along, but it looks like we're going to find out real soon, right? And but it's a remarkable testament to how legacy is built in the city of Chicago from one generation to the next. And this concept of this restaurant, as Phil indicated, began before the passing of Pope Francis. But the fact that Chicago-born Pope Leo was elected, and that Chicago restaurants are now partnering for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is truly extraordinary. You know, I think about the soul of Chicago, and it's our restaurant industry, and it's our families that really define who we are. And those of us who live and breathe Chicago know how amazing the food industry is, and why the culinary capital of the world is right here in Chicago. Our food scene includes Michelin star restaurants, top chef winners, a rich tapestry of global cuisines that include Polish and Chinese and Latin, Caribbean, and of course Italian. You know, this new venture is truly a testament to the diverse and cultural vibrancy of our beloved city. It shows how a rich history of immigration has shaped our culinary scene. We are all truly excited about bringing a little bit of Chicago to Rome and to the Vatican. In fact, everything that is incredibly extraordinary about America comes from Chicago, and now we can say that everything that's dope about the world comes from Chicago. And it would not be a Chicago restaurant, though, without a few Chicago touches. So with all of the different culinary giftings that we have to make sure that we deliver to the Vatican a true Chicago-style hot dog to all of the Vatican visitors. And I've said this before, it's probably the worst joke that my children have signed off on, but now that we have a Pope that's from Chicago, if you try to put ketchup on a hot dog, it's officially now a cardinal sin. All right, thank you all very much. I try my best. I'm going to stick to my day job as the mayor of the greatest freaking city in the world, the city of Chicago. God bless you all. I'm looking forward to all of the visitors from around the world to get a chance to explore and get a taste of who we are as a city. Thank you all again, and God bless you.
I'm going to jail, but we're going to actually do it Sunday, so do a little celebration out there. So thank you for taking
Great.
Maybe a couple questions.
Sure.
Is there a name for the restaurant yet?
Not officially, but we're going to be respectful of the terrain. So it'll probably just, since it's Borgo Ladato Si, we'll probably just go with Ristorante Borgo Ladato Si. Obviously, you know, I speak the language fluently. I was born here, but my first language was Italian because my parents were immigrants from Italy. So we only spoke Italian in the house till I went to first grade. So, and we're from Lucca, Tuscany, which is the mother language of Italy's country. So,
What Chicago foods will be on the menu?
so we're gonna, like he mentioned, so 70% will be Italian. Then another 20% will be our Chicago program, right? We're gonna do obviously the papal hot dog. You know, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We'll do items that we're known for, right? I don't think I'm gonna stretch it to go to deep dish, but we'll see. And then we're gonna do 10% Peruvian from Peru because the Pope spent 20 some years in Peru. And remember, our audience is the world. I mean, we have a global audience. They're going to come from all over the world to come and visit these grounds that have been sacred for 425 years. And people are going to get blown away once they see it. Yeah, I mean, it's pictures, you know, we were shooting pictures up here, but the pictures are nothing compared to what actually is there.
Do you know when the restaurant will actually open up?
So the way it's going to work too is, so we hope to have, the building is up. As a matter of fact, they're having a cocktail reception there at 6 o'clock, which is 11 o'clock Chicago time. So all we need to do is the infrastructure in the back. So we plan to have it open by April, which is really kind of the beginning of the season for tourists and so forth. And the way it's going to operate is that we're going to open from 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and that's when all the tours are coming in. And then the evenings, it's really, will be set up for private events.
How does it feel to take over such a beautiful grounds over there? Anything you ever imagined there?
You know, there's no words to this. You know, for me personally, because 20 some years ago, I ate at this one restaurant right outside the wall, and here's what happened. Pope Francis thought that it was too, you know, high end for him and so forth, and he never went there. But he, unfortunately, kind of hurt the community because all those people around there relied on the Pope's going there because it filled their restaurants, it filled their town, and so forth. And so I used to eat at a restaurant right outside the walls, and I've been back now 4 times. So what Pope Leo has done, he's just rejuvenated their economy. I mean, you know, everybody's so excited. And now with his announcement that he made 2 weeks ago and said, you know, I'm going there once a week, you know, to chill out, take my robe off, walk the grounds, and enjoy the place. That's a lot different than just going there for a month, you know, so it's going to be phenomenal for all this. But this, here, I've always told my friends in Italy I would never open up a restaurant in Italy. I'm still true to my word because it's the Vatican, it's a separate state. So it's not Italy. If I take one step outside the wall, we're in Italy, but I'm inside the wall, so it's the Vatican, and it's a different state, and I can't even tell you because it's still trying to soak in. And Art Smith and I talk about this all the time, but really, we're going to showcase Chicago out of this. This is what it's all about. I mean, people who come there are to know that this restaurateur, the two of us, are Chicagoans, and we want them to come and visit our city, okay? Now, I recall when we did the World Cup years ago, we had the opening game. People didn't even realize we had a lake, and soccer is a world sport, right? Everybody thinks. So this is phenomenal. I mean, this is going to be great for our town, and for us, obviously Chicago made Art Smith and me, so we're pretty excited about it.
I'm sorry, I had one follow-up. It was a bit hard to hear you when you mentioned that you were passing over the reins here to
Yes.
your son and daughter. Can you share that again, please?
So I'm planning on going back and forth a lot, so I'm going to leave the operation to who've been in this business for a long time, to my son and my daughter, and they'll co-run it. They'll be in charge, and I'll be on the back of the bus, and when they want to call me, they can call me, so.
I have a practical question. So how do the finances work? Do you pay the Vatican to be there? Do they pay you? Are you paying for the
No,
land?
so we
How's
run it, we'll run it as a business. We'll make an investment into the rest, just like any deal I did, like this place, you know. And then we'll run it and operate it, and then pay our, you know, fees and so forth.
To the Vatican?
To the
church?
to Borgo Laudato Si,
Which is owned by the church?
which is owned by the Vatican.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Well, thank you for coming out. Like I said, this is a big deal for us. We're over the top. And for the time to come, you'll see that Chicago will know about Borgo Laudato Si, but the world will know about Borgo Laudato Si being run by a couple of Chicagoans. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.